more luck at the scrapyard today. Got this 1992 5-horse Briggs. Not quite sure what shape it's in. It's off a rototiller. You know, it's got a little scrapyard kiss there, but that's not the major. It acts like it's seized though. It doesn't turn, doesn't pull, and the gas tank, it was missing. Still missing one little bolt right here. So that let water in it, and this grommet here being cracked would let water in the crankcase. So I'll pull the cylinder head and we'll see how much fun we're going to have with this. Well, there, I got the cylinder head and the air cleaner housing off it. Air cleaner there's not looking real great. Rust and water, and there's a little bit of friggin' mud on the choke there, so I don't know. Apparently some water's got in there. And speaking of the intake side here, so when I pulled the recoil off, it's not seized, and then the motor started turning over. But the exhaust valve opens, and then right there it comes to a stop. So the intake valve is seized. And you go back the other way, exhaust closes, comes up, and towards the end of the intake right there. As soon as you try to open that intake valve, there's problems. So, but all in all, okay, I do see a score there. Some scores, yeah. Maybe she got run low on oil or something. But at least she's not seized, right? So it does have some potential. I'll tear the carburetor off. Gas tank has some water reflecting back at me. So that'll be getting dumped out and dried out, etc. I like the gravel trick also of getting the rust out of the gas tank. Seems to work pretty good. So, not a perfect motor, but better than nothing, right? Can always use some parts, etc. Yeah, you know, you wouldn't think a cracked grommet would kill an engine, but that's the one towards the carburetor, and it's plugged. It's got some type of insect in it. And this one here, like it's done. Like so that would allow water right into the motor. Now you see you got rust in the intake there too, so it could have been coming right in. I don't know, blowing up in through the snow could blow in through the air filter and get in there. I still haven't drained the oil out. We'll see what that looks like. But yeah, these cracked grommets, they can kill your motor if it's outside. That rainwater right into it. Not a good situation. Such a tiny little inexpensive part that can do your motor in. So I went ahead and tore this 5-horse apart here. See, inside the cylinder head there's some carbon, but not very much. Gasket, of course, died in the taking it apart. It's one of the new graphite type whatever. So the intake valve is seized pretty good. Unfortunately, the cylinder bore is scored pretty badly. You can see it that way there. It's funny, I can see it, the camera can't. And it was scored so bad. Okay, so there's the flywheel side. This big score right here is the one that left a nasty one. And then there's one about 180 degrees across from it right here. So the one on the top there was so bad that I broke the top piston ring taking it out. It wouldn't disengage the aluminum in the piston there. It was like smeared over it. And I figured, yeah, I keep getting full camera cards on my camera here. So anyway, like I was saying there, I thought about filing the piston down there to get the ring to remove, but I figured in the process of doing that I was going to file the ring also, so I just gave up on it and broke the ring. It wasn't a great loss because the outside of it's scored also. Doubt that'll show up on the video, but I don't know. It's got vertical marks in it. That almost indicates to me, along with the scored cylinder, that it got run low on oil, but somehow it didn't affect the connecting rod, which is very strange. The connecting rod and the crankshaft are still just fine. So anyway, at least I got a connecting rod I can reuse. Fortunately, the block's kind of dead, so I'm basically turning it into a stripper block, and also the intake valve is seized into it. This is the third one in a row that I've got that's the intake valve is seized, so I pulled the exhaust out. I may try to get it out, I don't know. It seems like lately I've been destroying them getting them out. It's nice and shiny when you look in there, but it's seized in the guide area there. Now it's kind of weird this engine overheated, like I say, unless it was from low oil, because as you can see, the cooling fins aren't that bad. You go all the way around, and they're, you know, I think that those nests, wasp nests and stuff, got in there after, but there's plenty of gray residue in the bottom of the crankcase, sludge, call it what you want, mixture of water and oil. But you know, most of the internal parts, the camshaft, it's all fine. The bearings in the block are fine. Everything, just the cylinders launched. And you can see that score right there. This guy here, he is like bad news. There's one almost as bad. This whole area. There's another one right there. You can see it better now. Yeah, so dead block basically. So I got a whole bunch of spare parts from it. So won't complain about that, but you know, it's always nice when the block itself is good. So anyway, more scrapyard Briggs fun.